All right, fellas, we are back. UFC 328, Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland. Just finished watching the press conference. This shit is crazy. Khamzat Chimaev is a dishonorable, just piece of shit, man. I don't know if you guys saw, but during the face-off, Khamzat Chimaev oblique stomped Sean Strickland. What kind of pussy does that, dude? This is supposed to be an honorable sport. Obviously, the trash talk throughout the whole press conference was pretty shitty as well. I had to listen to this fucking guy going, "I shut the fuck up. I be your daddy. You can't shut the fuck." Didn't let him get a fucking word in. He didn't want him to talk about Kadyrov whole time. So, Khamzat Chimaev just trying to overtalk him. Um, Obviously, a good chance Chimaev mauls him on Saturday, but holy fuck, I hope Strickland shuts this guy up, man. There's literally nothing to root for Khamzat Chimaev. Congrats, you're a minus 500 favorite. You're just gonna wrestle him. He's not gonna throw a punch, but he might try and gouge his eyes out, bro. This guy's a scumbag. Um, you know, if any of him or his Muslim fans see me in real life, they're gonna try and fucking dogpile me. But this shit is disgusting, bro. This is haram. Um, I Strickland trying to get talk about the story of when he was in their gym, things like that. Again, Khamzat Chimaev just yelling over him, couldn't get a fucking word in. They need to shut these mics off, bro, because I'm tired of just listening to this guy yapping in my ear when Strickland's trying to talk. And then just again, obviously, oblique kick at the end is fucking disgusting, disgusting. I've never seen anything like that. One of the scummiest things I've ever seen in the sport, and I've been watching for years and years and years. This is some of the scummiest shit I've ever seen, and I hope Strickland splits that lip again, man. Um, what are the odds here? Minus 575. There's literally nothing to root for. Again, he's just gonna take him down. He's just gonna dry hump him. There's nothing that I want to see that Khamzat Chimaev is gonna offer me. Sean Strickland, it's up to him to do that again, to come through with another underdog belt take, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not too confident, but man, at least Sean Strickland has some sense of honor. And it's crazy that the humble Muslim is, just the one freaking out and throwing 5-year-old tantrums. But that's how the fight game goes. That's how this guy is. That's how he's always been. I think it's personally disgusting. If it was just him and his fighting ability, that's great, man. He's a great fighter. He's great at what he does. But this shit's disgusting to me. Normally we start at the bottom of the card. I am going to go ahead and go through all the other fights, but I wanted to start off with that one just because just finishing off this press conference, that was some of the most disgusting shit I've ever seen. Clayton Carpenter, Jose Ochoa. I don't know. Bisanger Sisakaev, Jordan Santos. This is crazy, dude. What are we doing with this guy? Can we give Sisakaev like anyone good? And I don't want to rush him into it, but we're just can feeding. And speaking of can feeding, we got Ozzy Diaz later on the card. But Bisanger Sisakaev is going to get another one. We'll see if it's by finish. I don't know. I can't even remember if he was able to finish McConaughey or not. Maybe in the third round or his decision. I can't remember. As a minus 700 favorite in that fight too, he looked pretty evenly matched. So he'll win by finish this time. And I'm very excited to fade Bisanger Sisakaev when he gets a real matchup in the UFC. Moving on, we got Pat Sabatini and William Gomez. Pat Sabatini's been looking great recently. One of the best wrestlers in the UFC. And William Gomez is French. So, yeah, next up, early prelims, Roman Kopylov, Marco Tulio. This card is pretty loaded, I will say. Marco Tulio coming off a knockout loss. Roman Kopylov also coming off a knockout loss, I believe. But Roman Kopylov is looking pretty brutal in his last few fights, man. He's on kind of a skid right now. Tulio, when you're a prospect coming up, you're going to get stopped in your tracks at some point, and he got stopped in his tracks. I think Tulio's striking is still on point. I think Kopylov is looking a little sloppy. I think Tulio is going to be able to get the knockout on Roman Kopylov. Moving on. Jim Miller, Jared Gordon. Jim Miller, his last fight was Chase Hooper. So, that's not aging too well. I don't know that he's going to be able to come in here as a plus 250 against Jared Gordon and get it done. I don't know that he gets finished, but I think Jared Gordon is going to comfortably win here. Moving on, we got Grant Dawson, Mateus Rebecki. It's going to be a fun one, but I'll be rooting for Rebecki. Grant Dawson, he fought pretty recently against Manuel Torres, lost against Manuel Torres, but I don't know, not too much to really go off of that fight. Rebecki, known for his fun performances, but he's taking a little bit too much damage. That's the only thing I really could say. If he keeps taking this much damage and taking fights relatively quickly, I hate this glitch, bro. I can't believe the UFC site still does this. At some point, it's just going to keep catching up to him, and he's going to be quickly put down. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I'll say Rebecca takes the fun decision. Moving on, Yoel Alvarez versus Yaroslav Amosov. Who did Yoel Alvarez fight last? Beat Vicente Luque. Okay. I mean, it's a good win. Amosov looked really good in his last fight, got the finish. Coming in number 14 ranked. I didn't even realize he had a ranking. Dude, this glitch is terrible. All right. This is brutal. Amosov coming in was able to get a submission win as many people expected. I honestly didn't even know how good he was, but he did show me that. I think he's going to be able to submit Yoel Alvarez here. Alvarez with the chance to get a ranking finally. I mean, he's been working his way up, but I don't know. I think he's going to get shut out. I just have a feeling it's going to get subbed here. Once again, we're looking at Can crushing Ateba Gautier, Ozzy Diaz. Don't know why this fight got rebooked. Absolutely no reason to. Ateba Gautier's been running through everyone. Ozzy Diaz. Who? I don't know. I don't know why they decided to rebook this one. Ateba Gautier minus 1100. Great, man. Feature prelim is going to go out there, get a finish in the first round, and try and build the hype of this guy a little bit more. Once again, we'll see what happens when he gets anyone good in the UFC. Obviously, he's very good, but I still don't know. And at this point, people are starting to realize he's getting fed cans. So this is kind of a nothing fight for me. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Next up, Bobby Green, Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens going back and forth between here and Bare Knuckle. Not getting any younger, man. I mean, I know neither is King Green, but I don't know. He's looked pretty okay. He's looked like he's coming back. And the guys he's lost to have been very good fighters. So I don't know how he's going to get it done, but I think Bobby Green gets the win over Jeremy Stevens here. Next up, Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley with a nightmare matchup after getting humped by a 45-year-old Usman with terrible knees. Sean Brady, I think, comfortably gets this one done by submission, man. This will be a fight to see if Joaquin Buckley can do anything against the ground game. I don't know. Going back and forth between the divisions, it's not somebody that's like a Michael Morales who's weight bullying his way down to welterweight. I think Joaquin Buckley's on the edge of either one, but I don't know. He's been really good at welterweight, but if Usman was able to do that to you, I just can't put money against Sean Brady. You know, Sean Brady should be able to go in there and do his thing. And I think that's the smart pick. Minus 170 favorite, I think, is pretty good value. So I'm going to go ahead and say Sean Brady gets it done by submission. Moving on, Alexander Volkov, Waldo Costa Costa. I'm tired of this sauce boy, man. Please, Volkov. Please. I want to see anything of your former self, bro. Obviously, a pretty rough decision last fight. Probably shouldn't have gone his way, but he was able to get it done, keep the number 2. I really hope Volkov's able to do what he did in previous fights because I'm really tired of seeing Waldo Cortez Acosta. How he's number 4 in heavyweight is just crazy to me. And obviously he's been putting on some pretty good performances, but for some reason I just can't stand this guy. I hope Volkov gets it done. With the heavyweight how it is, he might have to fight again before he gets another title shot, which I can see him taking the loser of 250 or Freedom 250 or whatever it is, and then fighting them one more time for another eliminator. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because Waldo Cortez Costa is very good. And realistically, I think probably 150 plus 150 is good value to put on Waldo Cortez Acosta considering Volkov's last performance. But I'm just praying and hoping Volkov gets it done. So we're gonna go ahead and say Volkov gets another decision win. Next up, we got Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. Joshua Van at a plus 145, and that's probably generous. I think Tatsuro Taira is probably going to mount him pretty easily and just finish this fight rather quickly. I haven't seen anything of Joshua Van's ground game, but I'm rooting for Joshua Van. He go and prove that he's not just a champ on paper; he's actually a deserving UFC champion. Won't happen until he can fight Pantoja, but if he can go in there and knock out Tatsuro Taira after stuffing the submissions, I think he'll be on his way, firmly on his way. People put a little bit more respect on his name. But if I had to put my money on something, I probably would say Tatsuro Taira by submission here. And then, of course, the main event. I already spoke on this briefly. I think Khamzat Chimaev is scum of the earth, and he is going to win by submission. So, I don't hope for UFC fighters to be nice or anything, but I've never seen a UFC fighter oblique kick in in a face off, bro. That's insane. The only thing I've seen in recent memory is Arman throwing a headbutt on Dan Hooker. but this definitely takes that. I mean, this is crazy. I really hope Sean can get in there and go and get it done, bro. But Khamzat Chimaev is going to take this, and but this is shaping up to be a pretty good card. This is a stacked card. I'm really excited for it, no matter what happens. Um, Man, if lightning can strike twice, I'll be rich. But we'll see what happens. I'll make a reaction video after the event. See you guys in the next one.